Kat, I may have you help me on this.
Olivia Lloyd and Kath Parker share a common thread.
This is just a wool on wool, and this is probably a silk lace. I get to be around all the things I find beautiful and things that I love.
A deep appreciation for fashion.
I mean, it's like Christmas every day here.
Garments from another time,
This one is from the 20s.
which are flying off the rack.
How's that look? Well, now she's a little too far to the left. That one has a label made in France, right? I saw that.
These colleagues work at a place nestled between New York and Hollywood.
Hello, Bygones.
Bygones in Carytown.
This is our 39th year in business. The fabrics themselves are made to last.
A treasure trove of vintage.
I just think clothing and jewelry especially evoke the past.
May Cayton opened her store when bell-bottoms were the rage.
This is in '79, right after I opened. I dressed all my mannequins because I didn't have very many customers in the store yet. That's me right there.
This 67-year-old's fashion compass always points backward.
The whole reason it's still a good business is because the clothing came from a time when things weren't mass produced.
May stocks everything from the roaring 20s to the sizzling 60s.
Absolutely.
But there's one style you will not find hanging around.
It's hard to wear the Victorian clothes. I don't really go back that far because we're not as petite as we used to be, and we don't want to be corseted anymore. Sorry.
These are not your big sister's hand-me-downs.
My favorite days are my buying days because people come in and will open a box that maybe, nobody's really opened for 50 years.
May's business model offer what other bricks and mortar stores cannot.
I love to get the backstories, and that's the nice thing about buying from the original owners is that I can get the backstories. This was worn to see Elvis at the mosque.
May remembers falling for the golden era of glamour while growing up in Europe.
We spent all of our spare time going to flea markets and thrift shops and antique shops.
Contrary to what people may think, this clothing connoisseur does not believe she was born in the wrong decade.
Because I am very much a feminist and happy that I can draw from all of my favorite periods of history, because I don't have just one. I like them all.
The longer I have these pants on, the more that I want them.
Eddie Walters.
Nice on you.
This longtime customer
I feel like I'm a golfer.
calls his many bygone purchases investments.
These are the only pair. So I'm the only person that has them. Well, once I buy them.
Like hemlines or lapel widths, May's landmark store is evolving.
One reason we've managed to stay in business is that we're not afraid to change.
And I've been here for going on 5 years now.
Which brings us to Olivia and Kath.
So they've challenged me with trying to sell more on Instagram.
May's aptly named Bygone Girls
We have a really strong online presence.
generate sequin sales through social media.
I photographed this piece already for Etsy. This one I haven't had a chance to photograph yet.
Buyers from Australia to England scoop up their offerings in seconds.
We get a lot of fanfare, and we also sell to a lot of films and television shows. So, we've been around the block or two.
Some pieces selling for thousands of dollars.
It was made to last. It was made to last, a night of dancing and a night of, frivolity.
May Cayton never thought she'd still be in business.
It is definitely wearable art.
But Bygones, like quality clothing,
The craftsmanship was so much better.
is standing the test of a stitch
This is where Bygones is right now still.
in time.
It was like stepping on a moving train, and here we are, almost 40 years later.